What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. I've been looking for a new backpack for my travels, and this is it. Now, I'll tell you what, I got this backpack, and right out of the gate, there are some things that I like and some things that I hate about it, but it is what it is. First of all, this is a backpack by Gruv Gear, G-R-U-V, and I actually had to hunt around for this because they don't seem to be in stock in a lot of places, or it's not a brand that is widely available to a lot of places. So this one is called the Pewter and Crimson color. It does come in an all black and then like a black with orange highlights. And I thought this one looked a little bit more, I don't know, professional. But what you might be able to see here is that this color is not pewter to me. It's like an olive drab green. And I mean, it's kind of shiny. It's not a flat green and it's not a hideous green, but it's not pewter. I thought it would be a little bit more gunmetal-ish, grayish, something like that. Maybe even like kind of bronze-ish, but I'm not sure why they call this pewter. It does not look pewter to me, and maybe in different lights it would. So I'm not a really big fan of the color, but I also have been using my fuel backpack for years, and it's just plain black, and I kind of wanted to change it up a little bit. First of all, I will say that it comes just like this in the box, so it comes fully expanded like this, and it's fairly rigid. And the nice thing is, as you can see, it just stands up like this, so it does feel like a really weighty, high quality piece. I mean, there's nothing about this that feels cheap to me, which is why, and we'll probably talk about it, this is like a $200 laptop bag. Now, the reason I got this is some unique features, really the way that this thing is designed and laid out. First of all, you can see the Gruv Gear logo on the front is like a big piece of metal, which is right on the front. And that actually is the color that I actually thought the backpack should be. That looks like it's pewter to me. So let's just start with the back, and I will get to the front, which is really what sold me on this and really what made it seem unique. Now, we do have like this tether piece here, this kind of D-ring on a nylon strap that is removable. On the back here, you can see we have two really big, padded, very breathable areas here. So this is going to be really comfortable on your back, but what you can see here is on the very bottom, there is a zipper here that opens up this bottom, and now this whole piece right here free floats. You can see I can put my arm through that, and that allows me to put this over the handle of like a rollerboard piece of luggage, especially when it's nice when I'm traveling. So that zipper allows it to be a pass-through. I would also say right in this sleeve right there, there's like some plastic sheets or something. It has a really rigid feel, and you might be able to see in there that we have some really high-end nylon lining this, and it's like in a pink or rose color in there, but you've got that in there. And then we have a third really padded piece right up here, so you're gonna get a lot of back support. It should be very, very comfortable. You can see how the straps are. They're not just individually attached. They're kind of like a harness that is attached at the top, almost like a yoke. Also, really nice material. I mean, I would say, even though I'm not a fan of this nylon on the outside, man, it is rugged looking and it's got a great texture on it. We have breathable material, super thick padding on the straps. Obviously, these will go down here. All metal hardware down here, by the way. These clips are all metal. And then we have the D-rings right there. So if I go ahead and throw these on, metal rings down there as well. And then obviously adjustable. Now, if we look at the top here, we do have a sternum strap. The hardware here is plastic, but these sternum straps are absolutely a necessity for me. When I have my backpack on, especially when it's loaded up with gear when I'm traveling, either one strap or the other or both tend to slip off my frame. And so the sternum straps are absolutely necessary to get a nice, solid, tight fit. Otherwise, it just looks like I'm frumping around. The thing is about to fall off. And then all brown colored here. So that should be nice and should be really comfortable. Now, if we flip it around, I want to get to the business side of it. So what's interesting here is, again, really stiff. We have a lower pocket right here, again, lined with this like rose-colored nylon, and this goes down about halfway down the backpack here. So you can put some stuff that you need easy access to there. But what really sold me was this top pocket right here. And again, we have leather pulls on metal hardware. So I'm gonna open this up here because this goes down about halfway. And then if I flip this open, what we have is, I think they call it the glove box. And you could certainly use it as a glove box. But what I love, again, inside here, like I mentioned on the back here, it feels like there's a plastic shell of some sort. It's not a super hard shell, but it gives it some shape. And the nice thing is that gives this area here, whatever you put in it, some protection. Now, it does have a little webbing here, so this won't fall all the way down. You don't have to worry about some things in there rolling out. But I'll show you on the front flap here, we have a mesh pocket. We have elastic straps on the top here where you can put in pens or whatever. And then we have on both sides here, we have a mesh pocket on both sides. And then we have this little strap up here, this Velcro strap, which is actually what sold me. And this Velcro strap will allow you, it has a headphone logo on it, allow you to take like really big over-the-ear headphones and strap them in so that they can hang down, so you don't need to take a separate case with you. And if you have sunglasses, you can put those in there, headphones and sunglasses, and then they just hang in here. And then the great thing about this is if I'm on a plane and this is under the seat in front of me, I can just kind of pull this out like a drawer, open this up, grab my headphones, listen to my jams, watch my movie. So that is really, really awesome. And then on the back here, we do have some more just tight nylon, so you can clip things on here, but I could have other accessories, power cables, charging bank, or whatever I need. So this is really the piece that sold me on this whole thing. I was really excited about that. Up at the top, we have a really large padded handle. This does not come out. I wouldn't say it has a lot of space underneath, but it is super, super thick. And again, that mesh material underneath it, so it should breathe very nicely. And then on the sides here, we have a couple pockets. Again, that nice nylon inside. This, I can squeeze my hand in there, but these aren't really big enough for a water bottle, which is kind of disappointing because I usually do carry like a drink on the side of my laptop. But what I want to do here is open up, there's also a couple grommets there to give it a little breathability. I want to open up the zipper, and what you can see is this opens up like this, and this is how you get into the second compartment. Now, it's kind of the same thing, same pocket on this side, and same door opening like that. And now what you can see is we've got a pass through in the backpack right here. Now this little shelf comes out, it's just kind of Velcroed in there, and it goes right in the middle. So if I wanted to kind of pull it out and not throw it away, I could just kind of drop it to the bottom, but it's only going to be anchorable in the middle. There's only Velcro in the middle. So I'm going to push it all the way down. So you can see there, we have a pretty nice sized cavern. I would say this is kind of typical shoebox size right there. And again, nicely lined, but this is really awesome because what it does is it means if I've got stuff in my glove box up here, I can get to the rest of my stuff down here without going through anything. So many times I have things like a mouse or a charging cable for my laptop. I pull those out, and then I've got to dig past all of my other stuff. Maybe it's toiletries, maybe it's my headphones or whatever, and you're going through the top all the way to the bottom. So this gives you easy access to that. I really, really love this. And everything is right where you want it, and you can get direct access to everything. So the last thing I want to show you here is the laptop portion itself, because no laptop backpack would be complete without it. As you can see, there's some webbing at the bottom, so it won't completely splay open on you. But on this side, what we have here is a sleeve, which I think is where you generally put your laptop, just to kind of brace it in place. There's no strap to hold it in place. I kind of wish it had that. It does have a business card window holder right there. But the other thing you can do is put your laptop on this side. Both of these sides are really heavily padded and pretty stiff, which is just part of the kind of ethos of this backpack, where it's just really, really overbuilt, I think. Now, these two scan and fly tabs here are Velcro straps, and that's because they sell a sleeve for laptops that Velcro in here. And so when you get to TSA, you can flip these out so that the laptop is external, but it's never detached from the backpack, and then you can flip them in. I didn't get that piece. I don't think that's necessary for me. It's kind of a nice innovation, and you know, it's kind of nice that they sell other accessories for it, but to me, if I've got to take it out, I don't know that flipping this out and having it connected to the backpack still is like a huge value to me. But it's really nice. This will accommodate pretty much any size laptop, any that I've ever seen. So pretty awesome. Like I said, the whole thing about this is that this is a quality piece. You know, even on the bottom here, we have this rubberized material, so it should be really durable, it should be waterproof. But as you can see, it just stands up. There is just reinforcement and extra padding and super kind of thick materials and really durable construction as far as I can tell, right? Like no expense was spared on this. And that's why it's $180 or $190 for the backpack. But more than that, and really what sold me is just the well thought out nature of putting compartments where you want them so that I can get my headphones out, that I can go ahead and get my power cables out, you know, directly without having to dig all the way through it. It's just really, really innovative, and I wish more backpack companies would do it. The only things I don't like, as I said, are really the color and the lack of a bottle or a drink holder on it somewhere. But I think this thing is going to be an awesome addition to my next travels. Booyah! And I'm really looking forward to it. And I've actually got to be on the road next week, so this one is going to go with me. So I'm going to get some real world experience with it, but super high quality. Again, they're not everywhere. They're not on every website. I had never even heard of this until I really searched around for backpacks with compartments. So I will put a link to this in the description if you want to pick one up. They do come in a couple other colors here, so you can find some that match your needs, black or green. But I really like it. So check it out. Peter Von Panda, out.